Hey y'all, Teanna Branae here and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Afterbirth ranking video. It's going to be a fun little cute short video. I decided to do one of these videos because, or do this video, because I was watching my what's in my hospital bag video and I don't know why, I just decided to watch an old video. I don't know. Anyway, the point is I used half of that stuff that was in that bag. Most of the stuff I used is stuff that I got from the hospital. So I figured I would rank just a few Afterbirth items from the hospital because that's what you're gonna mostly be using anyways. And we have 3 categories. I'm holding 4 fingers. 3 categories. The first category is Get It Mama, and that's like the stuff that you will absolutely use, or if you get it, you should absolutely use, or if you're offered it, you should absolutely take it. The maybe category is Mama might like you might like it. I don't know, depends on you. And then the last category is Not Your Friend, as in don't waste your time with that. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So the first item is we're gonna go ahead and get started. So the first item is a cleansing bottle or a peri bottle, whichever name you want to call it, or whatever yours looks like, whether it has a long nozzle or short nozzle, same difference. I only used this once after I gave birth, and that was when I got up to get in the shower. After my numbness from the epidural wore off, my nurse walked me to the bathroom. She gave me one of those to kind of like, you know, do what you're supposed to do with it, squirt it down there and whatnot. Other than that, I didn't use it ever again. I didn't take it home. I just didn't. So I'm gonna put that in the Mama might like category, because I do know some people swear by it. Like, that's some people's favorite afterbirth item that they get from the hospital. I just didn't use mine. Like, I didn't care. The next thing is the cold pack, which I don't know if they only give these for vaginal birth. Probably, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I had a vaginal birth, so this is all stuff related to a vaginal birth because that's all I can speak to. But basically it's like a pad with ice in it. That's kind of what it feels like, and they should just put it down there right after you have your baby to kind of cool your nether regions off. That thing was a lifesaver. So I put that in, I'm gonna put that in Get It Mama, because I loved that cold pack. Let me tell you, it was great. And they gave it to me right after I had Julian. It was great. So I put it in Get It Mama. So I do recommend, if they offer it, or if they automatically give you one, take it. Just take it. The next thing is hospital socks. If you have your own compression socks, that works fine too, but we're just focusing on hospital items. Hospital socks, I put in Get It Mama. I wore so many hospital socks that I was only in the hospital. When did I gave birth on Wednesday, I think. I went home on Thursday. But I wore socks that whole time. Y'all, my feet and ankles swole up so bad after I had Julian, and the only thing I could put on was those socks to make it feel better. I wore those socks at home. After we got home, I had those socks on because I took some home. Like, I had Andre go into the room to get me extras because the nurse told him where the storage room was with the extra hospital gowns and extra socks and stuff was. I had Andre going to get them for me because my ankles and my feet were so swollen after I had Julian. Like, I couldn't even put no gym shoes on. They were so swollen. Get as many socks as you can. As many socks as they gonna let you get. If they tell you where the room is to go get the socks, go get the socks. Let me tell you, go get the socks. All right, next thing, witch hazel pads. They gave them to me in the little aftercare Afterbirth care kit that they gave me. I didn't open them. I ain't gonna hold you up. I ain't used those witch hazel pads not one time. And they literally were like wet cloth. Like the face, what are they called? Not cotton rounds. I say cotton balls, not cotton balls. They're like large cotton rounds. They're like this big, and they have witch hazel absorbed in them. I didn't use mine, so I'm putting them in Not Your Friend because I didn't. What was it for? I didn't know what those things was for. I didn't use it. What was it for? I have no idea, but I didn't use it, so it's not my friend because I didn't use it. Next, Dermaplast. Now let me tell y'all, Dermaplast, it's gonna pop up. It's an anti-itch spray. Get it, mama. Let me tell you. Put it, if they offer it to you or if it's in your bag, use it. Now me, I had to get stitches after I had Julian. And no matter where your stitches are, stitches itch when they hit it. They itch. It just is what it is. Stitches itch. We grown. They itch. You can't scratch them, but they itch. I kid y'all not. If I had a bottle of spray, I would show y'all. But I would literally just be sitting in the bathroom. I would sit on the toilet. I didn't have to pee. I would sit on the toilet and just have a spray like this. Because the stitches itched so bad. Get it. If they offer it, if it's in your bag, use it. Cause that Dermaplast was my best friend. If I ain't use nothing else, I use that. Next are the mesh panties and the pads. We're gonna do a 2-for-1. I put them in Might Like them, and this is why how can I say this? The panties were okay. But they, I mean, if you don't, like I said, all this related to vaginal birth because that's all I can speak to. After you give birth, it's gonna be messy. So if you don't want to mess up your stuff, I mean, I know we all buy pregnancy panties. At some point, we all buy pregnancy panties. So if you want to mess those up, you can. But if you don't want to mess them up, use them. But they aren't the best because the pads don't have wings. So if you sleep, I don't like wingless pads in any form, whether it's hospital or I'm on my cycle. I don't like wingless pads. So if you ain't down for wingless pads, I don't know, you might want to buy your own overnight. But I still say, you know, you might like it, but it could be, it's a little messy. It's a little messy. So you might like it. I know some people didn't like them. Some people do. The panties are mesh. They kind of feel like stockings, but shorts. So you may like them. I say try it out. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you won't. I went through mine fast because after you have a baby, it's not a pretty sight. Like you're gonna use the stuff if nothing else. So maybe you like it, maybe you won't. That's completely up to you. But I say try it out. You might like it. The last thing we're gonna talk about are bed pads or puppy pads, if that's what you want to call them. And I put this in. Mama might like it. Andre's so rude. I put this in Mama might like it. And the only reason I put that in Mama might like it is because if you sleep while, they're good for when you're sleeping. Because like I said, after a baby, it's not a pretty sight. You spill out of the mesh panty pad situation. So they're good to put on the bed underneath you. But if you are a wild sleeper, they do shift. Like they're not attached to a sheet or anything. So the wilder you sleep, the more they shift. But I liked them I only used them when I was in the hospital. I didn't take any home with me because I didn't need any. But some people like them. I thought they were useful in the hospital because I was going through some things at the hospital. But you may like it, you may not. It's completely up to you. That's not like a staple thing. I know there are other items you can get when you give birth, like the little girdle things and things like that. I didn't get that, so I can't speak to that because I wasn't like, I know a lot of people who have C-sections get them, and I think you can ask for one after you give a vaginal birth, but I didn't know. So I didn't get one. I don't know if I was able to get one. So I can't really speak to that or any other items, pain medication and things like that, because obviously I had an epidural, but that was it. But that's pretty much it. So those are the, what, 7 items? 7 items. I hope y'all liked this video. Thought it was something fun, simple, easy, you know, something real short, sweet, to the point. But yeah, if you're all for these afterbirth items and you liked them and you don't agree with my ranking, if you loved your peri bottle, let me know in the comments down below. If you loved the witch hazel pads, let me know down below. If you hated the dermaplast, which how could you? But if you hated it, that was my favorite item personally. But if you hated it, let me know. We could talk about it. Like and share the video, you know, the usual. And I will talk to you guys later.